Good morning, Mustangs. Welcome to the very first episode of the Maine for 2021. I'm your host, Christina Paar. Today, we will be addressing mental health and virtual learning, reviewing the month in tech, and announcing the winner of our giveaway. But to start off, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Capitol Hill riots that took place last week. Here's more input on the events.
Last Wednesday, our nation's capital, a symbol of democracy and freedom, was attacked by supporters of President Trump. These people smashed windows, assaulted police, and destroyed the Capitol building. By the time the building had been cleared out, a man had found his way to Speaker Pelosi's desk, the Confederate flag was flown in the Capitol building for the first time ever, and 5 people are now dead, including 1 police officer. We spoke with several members from the Metea community, some of whom have chosen to remain anonymous, to hear their thoughts on last week's events.
It was, an attempt at an insurrection in this country. It was an attempt to usurp a presidency and to install an keep an authoritarian installed.
President Trump held a little rally outside of the Capitol. He encouraged his followers to, if they don't like the election results, to walk up to the Capitol and, voice their opinions. And that's exactly what they did, but in a more violent way where they broke windows, they stole property, and, basically vandalized the center of our democracy.
The U.S. Capitol has not been violently taken since the British set fire to it in 1814, so we wanted to find out why and how something like this could have happened.
He has been actively denying the outcome of the election, and even before the votes were counted, he had been going on saying that it is his agenda to get the election to come out the way he wants to come out.
And then there's an election and one side lost. So I think the people who lost are not happy that they lost and are worried about what the future holds for them and what they believe in.
There were different people like Mayor Bowser who had asked for the National Guard to be deployed. She was denied. And then Trump said that he sent them in. He did not. I believe that was Pence that finally gave the order to bring in the National Guard.
The fact that American citizens are willing to go through forceful and violent means to get what they want is absolutely disgusting and putrid, in my opinion.
After an event like this, and after justice has happened, we need to find a way to move on and heal as a nation.
And that is with positive change. Meaningful change. Change that will not just happen in a moment, not just happen during a presidency, but that will resonate throughout time for generations. Things like the civil rights, what they started, like women's suffrage. These are the things that happen only through a continued effort and a continued push to progress and to move in the right direction.
But I think it's very important that we do talk about these things, because if we didn't and we just kept it suppressed, if we left it as national taboo, then who knows if another act of terrorism would happen on this country again by its own citizens.
But the one thing about America is that usually when it's the worst of the worst, they tend to bind together and work as a country. Even in a situation like this, we can find a way to see that we're not Republicans and Democrats, we're Americans. And trying to remember that is probably one of the most important things.
For the Maine, I'm Josh Munsen.
We know virtual learning was a new and unexpected challenge for many students. Here's more information regarding the issue. As the global pandemic has shifted the way we approach everyday aspects of life, closing down schools and workplaces, there's one thing that has been undoubtedly affected by this dramatic change: mental health. As of March 2020, the world was taken to a halt, and many experts discovered a major shift in mental health almost immediately. Specifically among teenagers, with not being able to socialize and partake in regular school activities, virtual school has been a catalyst for increased anxiety levels, depression, stress, and other mental health conditions. I had a chat with a few of Metea Valley social workers to provide you with more information regarding the topic.
Because it does take measures of vulnerability and courage to be able to talk about these type of dynamics, whether it's just feeling down in the slumps and blue, or feeling overwhelmed, or just, again, strategies to get more sleep, whatever it might look like. I think that it takes a little bit of courage, vulnerability to open up, but then have the floor space to be able to discuss these, matters, within their classes.
And we kind of tend to just ruminate on what's going on in our world. And sometimes because we're not it's the same thing every day, same scenery, same, we're living the same day, each day, and there's no distraction. So it's like, I know for each grade level, it's hard. There are seniors that are dealing with college applications, and they're feeling so burnt out because of, just not being able to like leave that, their computer. So, sometimes we just push them to go for a walk, even though it sounds so trivial. It really does help.
We always encourage, on our behalf as a social emotional learning team, to ask students to touch base with trusted adults. It might not necessarily be those that you don't see, on a regular basis. It might be the teachers that you have interface with on a daily basis and you've built rapport and relationship with. And so check in with him or her, and, we will try to get him or her pointed into the right direction with those adult supports, in place.
This is Christina Paar for the Maine. Now, we all know how stressful finals can be. So, here's Roshini on some tips on how to maintain good mental health and de-stress during finals week.
Finals are coming up and we all know what that means. Late study nights, cramming information the night before, and stress. To make sure both your mind and body are well rested and well prepared, here are some tips to help de-stress and keep your mental health in check. Tip 1 is to set a schedule. This helps create a sense of organization, which in turn can reduce your stress. Tip 2 is to take a warm bath. This releases tension in the body, leaving you with a fresh mindset. Tip 3 is to make something. This can be hot cocoa, coffee, cakes, cupcakes, whatever you'd like. This is a fun distraction that can give you your needed break with something in return. Those are our top tips for reducing stress and anxiety during the stressful weeks leading to and the week of finals. For the Maine, this is Roshini Ashret.
Want to earn some cash? Josh Munsen has a giveaway announcement on how you can win $100.
If you haven't heard already, the Maine is hosting our brand new kindness giveaway. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to our YouTube channel, then head over to this video and leave a comment telling us something kind you did for someone recently. Head over to our Instagram post or our announcement video here on YouTube for more information about the giveaway, including more ways to enter. Go be kind and good luck.
What is up, guys? My name is Mamadou Diallo.
Lauren Langeman. Becca Larmer, and today we're doing your senior shout out. Today's senior is going to get a Dunkin' gift card and more.
Make sure to keep nominating seniors. There will be a link in the Instagram bio and the description down below. Beat, Corvette, hopping, jet like that. Some. And I said, why you walk like that? Why you talk like that? Why you walk like that? Dun, dun, dun. You know what I'm talking about? Look, guys, we are moments away from surprising Jake Zeitner. Follow me.
He has red hair like me. I'm so excited. Ring the doorbell. You're blocking the camera. Surprise!
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay, so here's your little poster, and you're this month's senior shout out. And so this is what they have to say about you. No one spreads positivity like you do, and those really, they really appreciate it. You're so good. You're so good at keeping your head up and inspiring others while keeping your eyes set on your own dreams. Woo!
Thanks for watching. See you next month. And is
That's not it. But first,
Oh, yo, what? We are coming at you live. Turns out Becca actually won another one. Congratulations, Rebecca Larmer. Let's go.
So what some people have to say about you is she cares about her peers. She's such a kind person, and she's an amazing leader and role model.
God, I did not see that coming. Thanks for watching. Make sure to nominate another senior. And as always, go Mustangs!
Want to be a part of the Maine? Ask your counselor on how you can join Media and Communications next year and be a part of our nationally recognized show. 2020 was pretty rough, but 2020 just began, and it's time to attack this new year with a different mindset.
Coronavirus is real. The world is flooding, burning, and melting. We're in a new generation of political and social activism for basic human rights. We are so far from each other, yet so close. We lost people this year. Technology is breaking new boundaries faster than ever. We are rediscovering ourselves. We are redefining our future. It's time to make a change. We are only a couple of weeks into 2021. It is not March anymore. I repeat, it is not March anymore. Look at yourself. Who even are you? Where did all that self-control you learned to master go? Remember who you were before the pandemic? Think about your purpose, reason, and motivation. Now, it's time to stop dreaming and start doing.
And we have a winner. Thanks for everybody who entered our NBA Christmas Day contest, as it was very close and actually came down to the very last game. In the end, the winner was Olivia Wagner. Congratulations to everybody, and as always, go Mustangs and check out our videos at MVHSMane.
Finally, there have been some pretty big announcements with tech within the last few weeks. Here's Owen Harry for more.
Welcome back to another episode of Month in Tech. Today we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of upcoming tech for this year alongside CES. We're also going to take a look at the role of social media in our society today. But first, let's take a look at one of the recently released Apple products, the AirPods Max. So for those of you unaware, Apple recently released the AirPods Max, which have a similar feature set to the AirPods Pro, although they retail for $550. While this is a steep price for this type of product, it is the first time that Apple is doing over-the-ear headphones like this under the AirPods branding, and I think it will actually do pretty well despite the competition from other brands. Next up, CES is currently underway, and a bunch of companies are there talking about the upcoming tech that they have planned for this year. With companies like AMD, Microsoft, and even Walmart at CES this year, all giving keynote addresses, I think we'll see some pretty interesting stuff from them, alongside what their plans are for this year. Also, ahead of CES, it was announced that Samsung would be releasing 8K and 4K QLED TVs later this year. Apple is up to a lot this year, with a ton of new products coming out across the board. With a bunch of rumors going around currently, it's expected that we'll see a 14 and a 16-inch variant of the Silicon MacBook Pro later this year. Alongside that, it's also expected that we might see a redesign for the iMac, and of course, the usual stuff that you'd expect from Apple, being the iPhone 13 and updates to the Apple Watch, and potentially even updates to the Apple TV. In the meantime, though, Apple is still yet to release the heavily rumored AirTags, which would be a direct competitor to Tile. And to end off, recently Twitter and a host of other companies banned President Trump from using their services following the events of last Wednesday. Of course, everything that has transpired has brought up a lot of discussion about the impacts of social media in our society today, and I think it's a very valid question to be asking. But with that being said, that's it for this month in tech. For the Maine, I'm Owen Harry.
That's all for this episode. If you want to see more content, head over to our YouTube channel and make sure to subscribe. If that isn't enough, follow us on our Instagram at MeteaValley. And make sure to vote for next month's winning seniors using the link below or in our Instagram bio. From all of us here at Broadcast Journalism and Productions, I'm Christina Paar, wishing you a great start to the new year.